Okay, welcome back to the Brooklyn Roundtable. I have recently played a little bit of the Xbox version of Genshin Impact, and it runs very smooth. Like, it runs just like the PC version does almost. If you were to take away, you know, the one problem I have with the Xbox version, and that is hit confirms. For some reason, it seems like Dehya is the only one affected. And I know I'm not big at all, or even remotely big in the Genshin community, and I'm not really trying to be. But for anyone who actually likes to play Genshin Impact like I do, this is a problem. And especially for anyone who wants to get into Genshin Impact and they get Dehya, this could also very well be a big problem because Dehya happens to be a very heavy damage character. Unfortunately, there are times when Dehya's first attack does not confirm at all. So basically, think Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, and you are the thing that just happens to pass through the player. Like, her blade literally passes through enemies of any variety. It happened with the Cryo Regisvine. It happened in it happened in one of the many many ruins and whatnot, domains, sorry. I was mainly using this one. Actually, no, that's a lie. Which one was I using? I was using this one. I was using this one as a test run to see if the problem persisted, and unfortunately, it did. So maybe this is like a build for the Xbox kind of problem because this isn't really what the Xbox does. Look at Tower Fantasy, that game does not run well on the Xbox and is very prone to slowdowns and crashing. Haven't experienced any crashes or slowdown in combat, which is a good thing. It seems like every other character doesn't get affected by this but Dehya, and that's a problem for me because I use Dehya a lot. Like I said, she's a very heavy damage character, and to have her first hit not connect when that's not even going I'm not even gonna say it's a big part of her damage kit, no, but if I can't connect my first hit and then an enemy swing comes in as soon as my first hit misses because of no hit confirms, I'm just gonna have to eat that damage, and then my second attack is gonna have to, pick up the slack. As unfortunate as that is, it still runs very smoothly. Um, it really wouldn't damage the experience so much if it wasn't a persistent thing. And unfortunately, the hit detection and hit confirms for Dehya is a persistent thing throughout the Xbox version. Maybe it doesn't happen with other, heavy sword characters, but it happens with Dehya. I haven't seen it happen with Chongyun. I haven't seen it happen with Beto at all. I am going to try other characters just to see if, there's a difference. But the fact that Dehya misses her first attack completely is the type of thing that actually really bothers me as someone who plays Genshin a lot. And I'm not even playing Genshin because I want to be involved in the community or whatnot. I'm just playing Genshin because it's the game I can just really just go back to and just, turn my brain off for a few minutes. Or probably a few hours, really. But it seems like my only real problem is the fact that of all characters, why one of the at least my opinion, one of the best pyro characters in the game. I'm not saying the best pyro character in the game, at least one of, in my opinion. I'm not trying to say Dehya is better than literally every other fire character in this game. She really isn't. But in terms of how I've been using her, she is probably the strongest character I have at this current moment. So, as someone who does play Dehya a lot, who enjoys her kit, and unfortunately she does take damage from her own special ability, it doesn't really take away from the fact that she does impressive damage a lot of the time, especially if you set her up right with the correct artifacts. But then again, that could be everybody except for, like, a certain few, like say Kaya, say Amber, Lisa, like those three that you get automatically in the game. Those three really can't be helped by artifacts because they are just that weak overall. Same thing also goes for Sucrose. I can't say the same thing about Barbara because stack her right, like stack her with the right artifacts, give her the right team, and she is going to be a fucking wrecking ball. It's kind of disappointing that there's hit detection issues, but as far as like the game runs, combat, like everything is good. Everything is just like the PC version. Like very little stutter, very little pop ups. Everything runs smoothly. Um, there's barely any, you know, input delay, so that's always a good thing. But simple fact that they have hit detection issues in the Xbox version is kind of disappointing because I was actually looking very much forward to the Xbox version, not because I wanted to play it on Xbox so bad. I just wanted another place to play it, and since it carries over my entire PC profile, it's probably the best way to play Genshin Impact overall on console. I'm not gonna say that like it's the definitive way, but to me right now, it's the best way aside from the hit detection issue. If anyone has any other issues that they find, I wouldn't mind hearing them. To be quite honest, because I just want games to be the best they can be, and Genshin Impact is very much a good game. Like, don't get me wrong about that. It's very much a good game. It just has issues that need to be ironed out a little bit, and I'm gonna test it on the PS4 version just to see if there's anything wrong with that one too, because it's not a platform-wide thing as demonstrated earlier. Because I was playing as Dehya earlier, every first hit landed, every hit connected. There was no issues, no hit detection at all, like no hit detection issues at all. But on the Xbox version, her first hit either lands or more than half the time it doesn't. And to me, that is a huge, huge problem. Not to say the first hit always matters, but you don't want to be eating damage because the frames didn't activate when they should have. And nobody really wants to deal with that because that's just stupid. So, Mihoyo, we're going to need you to get on that real quick because that's not good. Like, we need these games to work as intended, and I know that hit detection loss on Dehya was not intentional. So please fix the Xbox version, especially the hit detection on Dehya. Not saying because, oh, I play Dehya, therefore I want her fixed. No, I play Dehya, yes, but I mostly want her fixed for other people who also play Dehya, not just for myself. Because this is something that actually bothers me as somebody who likes to go back and forth between PC and console. So if this is a messed up thing on PlayStation 4 as well, then it may be a console wide type of issue and not a platform wide kind of issue. But I'll see. I hope it's not a console-wide issue, to be quite honest, because if it is a console-wide issue, then we're going to have to take Mihoyo to task a little bit, just a little bit, because sure they're giving us a whole lot of content for what it's worth, but I can't overlook um, bad game design when I see it. So as much as I like playing Genshin Impact, as much as I love, the characters and making them stronger, fighting bosses and whatnot, we need good hit detection. That is something that I cannot overlook. Okay, we need good hit detection. Hell, I take the task freaking Devil May Cry for this shit too. Don't overlook hit detection. It is desperately, desperately needed. Especially in a game like this where you're traveling all over, fighting all different kinds of enemies. All of them have their own unique flair to them, their own unique style, their own unique properties. Hell, especially say go to Inazuma. Like go there and you have those wolf enemies that do bleed damage to the entire party after one person is hit. Do you really want to be dealing with that with faulty hit detection? We can't have that. Not at all. No, no, no. Mihoyo, please fix this because this is unacceptable. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter how good this game is, how good it runs. Hit detection is part of gameplay. You need to fix this.